What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And in this video right here, we're gonna be talking about if you have planets in the 11th house. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know how to look at your houses, if you don't know how to read your birth chart, if nobody put you on as to why it's so important to look at astrology or numerology, if you're a new subscriber, if you're just starting off your journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-awareness, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos. I'll put the link in the description. You have to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look at your birth chart and you realize you have planets in the 11th house, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Now, before I start, let's talk about what the 11th house means and represents in astrology and in your birth chart. So the 11th sign of the zodiac is Aquarius. So the 11th house represents Aquarius type things, Aquarius characteristics, which basically are, the 11th house is in the last quadrant. So it's about the personal, it's about the social expression. So it's about your friendship dynamic, connections, friends, being different, being innovative. Anything Aquarius energy-esque is 11th house energy. So friendships, being innovative, being different, standing out, being completely against the norm, having humanitarian undertones to anything you do kind of thing. But mostly it's like your friendship dynamic, the connections you make in this lifetime. So having your sun in the 11th house is having your ego in the house of connections, in the house of friendships, in the house of expressing yourself socially for like a humanitarian cause in a way. Also going against the grain to the max. So having your sun in the 11th house is your ego is tied into your friend dynamic. So people with this placement, usually a lot of times they kind of put like their identity, or they kind of put too much emphasis on their friend groups and what their friends are saying and how they feel to how they look at themselves in a way. But generally y'all have a really strong confidence within yourself when you could be different, when you could be eccentric, when you have something to stand for in a humanitarian cause or in a group dynamic. Y'all love being in group dynamics. Y'all love to stand with a cause and stand for the cause and stand with a group. But like I said, be careful not to over identify yourself with what the group is doing, what the group is saying, what they feel, like what their views are. But try to like detach yourself from the group sometimes to have your own sense of value, sense of moral system. But y'all feel the most confident when you're able to go against the grain, when you're able to do your own thing, be individualistic, be eccentric, being weird. But y'all like to be like the leader in your friend group. Y'all like to be like the head honcho in the friend group. Y'all like to be that one that likes to bring everybody together. You love being the one that likes to make everybody laugh, have fun with everybody. Y'all like to be that one friend that everybody that everybody goes around and comes around to. Because the sun, remember, sun rules Leo. Leo likes to be the center of attention. So y'all likes to be the center in your friend group, in your friend dynamic, friendship, 11th house area type group. But like I said, try not to over identify yourself too much with what your friends are doing and what your friend, how they view life and what they look at life. But all in all though, y'all love to be individualistic and love to be different. So embrace your individuality, embrace that need to be eccentric, and embrace that need to have progressive thinking and a progressive way of doing things in this lifetime. So now having your moon in the 11th house, y'all have an emotional security to your friendship dynamic, to your friendship group. And y'all are looked at in your friendship dynamic as the more nurturing partner, the more nurturing friend, the more nurturing type of person. So y'all like being surrounded by people that are motherly, that are nurturing, that are nice, because you put your emotions into your friendship dynamic group. You really love your friends to the max. Understand though, that the moon changes and fluctuates a lot. So y'all will fluctuate and change your friendship circle a lot. Y'all will like at one moment be really all about this friend group, and all of a sudden your mood might fluctuate, your mood might change, or something might happen and you go to another friend group, or you view yourself in a different way or have your own different way of idealizing the world or idealizing humanity in a way. It just fluctuate a lot. But all in all though, y'all are generally the one that likes to hold your friendship circle together and wants to be the nurturing, the motherly type person. Y'all are attracted to those who are nurturing and actually care about the world. And for y'all humanitarian cause is like trying to heal the world in a very motherly, nurturing kind of way. All 11th house energy has a humanitarian aspect about them, that they really want to care for the world as a whole, humanity as a whole. That's why it's all about the social expression. How do you express yourself socially? By having innovative ideas and thinking about ways to help humanity as a whole. So having your moon here, your emotions are tied into being able to be individualistic. Your emotions are tied into being able to stand out, be your own person, just be different, be weird, be eccentric. But also your friend group, really, you have a really strong tie emotionally to your friendship circle. So be careful who you keep around yourself, because a lot of times you could get your heart broken. Not your heart as in like love, but y'all put your emotions in everything y'all do, especially when it comes to connecting with your friendship circle. So just be aware of the people you keep around you. But all in all though, y'all like to be the motherly, nurturing type people in your friendship dynamic. And y'all like being around people that can respect your views and that can like have the similar mindset as you, so that y'all can have like a very have a very family type dynamic in your friendship circle. It's like you're more closer to your friends low key than your family sometimes. You have like a more emotional tie to your friendship dynamic rather than your family with this placement. So keep that in mind too. And now having Mercury in the 11th house, Mercury, the planet of intelligence, the planet of that moves fast, the planet of communication. Having this planet in the house of the 11th house of eccentricity, being different, progressive thinking, innovative ideas, and your friendship dynamic. When it comes to these people, first of all, when you're talking to people, y'all are really communicative in the way that y'all want to learn things through anybody you talk to. Y'all could talk to anybody and everybody the same, like a janitor, CEO to a company. Y'all really just enjoy studying and talking to people in general. Like I said, social expression. You have a way to look at humanity in a very broad prospect kind of view. So having your Mercury here is like when you're speaking to people, you always want to learn about what's going on. You love to share information. Your mind moves really fast, and at the same time, having this fast moving planet in the house of innovation, when y'all have ideas about something, it's always something completely different that nobody has ever thought about, nobody has ever seen before. So understand how important it is to actually communicate your ideas, to actually have confidence within yourself when you have something very different and weird to say, or any different or weird to present to the table. Actually have confidence that whatever you're doing is completely different, completely innovative, and is completely needed in this time. Like, understand that Aquarius energy, this world we're living in, everything progressive and technology based, having Aquarius Mercury, having Mercury in the 11th house, understand that your mind is going to always be innovative, thinking about new progressive ways of doing things, thinking about new ways of like just being independent or being individualistic or trying to help the world as a whole. So keep in mind that your ideas are extremely important in this time. So actually express yourself, actually put yourself out there, actually have confidence that you are like, I'm not gonna say genius, I'm trying to gas y'all up, but low key y'all like the geniuses of the 11th house energy. So understand how intelligent plus innovative plus different plus eccentric your mind is. And y'all are going to be attracted to people that are smart, people that actually use their mental capacity. You're attracted to Mercurian type people. Your friendship dynamic group is going to be people that actually know how to communicate, that actually read, that are smart, that actually know how to use their mind. You're attracted to intelligence. That's what you love being around. So your friendship dynamic is going to be of the Mercury type energy people that are very on top of their things intellectually. Y'all do not like people that are dumb, or that don't really read, that don't really know how to communicate. Y'all don't respect unintelligence to the max. Y'all are completely against unintelligence. But y'all are definitely very innovative thinkers. So keep that in mind and create something for this world that will help better humanity as a whole. That's what y'all are always thinking about and creating in your mind. Innovations, inventions that can help humanity as a whole. And then having Mars in the 11th house, and if you have this placement, you already know, fuck with you on an even deeper level because we have the same Mars placement. And now when it comes to our friendship dynamic, when it comes to connections, and when it comes to 11th house energy, Mars is the planet of action, of aggression, of fighting, and of war. So a lot of times having the planet of action and aggression and competitiveness in the house of friendships and connections and all that, a lot of times we don't really work well with people because we are very competitive in our friend group. We are very we kind of impose our ideas in a more aggressive Mars type of way in our friendship dynamic, in our friendship connection. So a lot of times we're so competitive, we're so like wanting to be first, that we always want to be the leader in our friendship dynamic group. So if we're not the leader in our group dynamic, it's like, all right, so since I don't want to kind of compromise, I don't want to give an inch, I don't want to like give up my ideas to try to make the whole group like even and harmonious, I'll just go by myself and do my own thing. So a lot of us are really individualistic because we don't really know how to work with people in a more harmonious way, because Mars always wants to fight, Mars always wants to be the first, Mars always wants to be aggressive, Mars always wants to be the leader in a way. So our friendship dynamic, our friendship group is going to be around people that are really competitive. Like I won't be surprised if y'all play sports in high school like me, like just very competitive, always wanting to win at something, always trying to fight something in a fun way, in a competitive way. So if we're around people that are more of the weaker type or more like sensitive, a lot of times our energy can really impose on them, make them feel uncomfortable, because we like to just be like, competitive a lot. So we have to work on compromising in our friendship dynamic group. We have to work on being able to give up our sense of need to always be first, or our sense of competitiveness sometimes, to kind of let the group dynamic ideas flourish. And that's more easier said than done. I personally have to work on this. I'm not perfect, like I said, but that is what happens when you have Mars in the 11th house. We can have a lot of bickering and fights with our friendship dynamic group because we're always wanting to just go, we're always wanting to do things. But the positive of having this placement is when it comes to doing something, what we put our energy towards is going to be for humanity, for the cause of humanity. For example, for me, my YouTube channel, this Aquarius, this astrology thing that I'm trying to impose onto humanity, as in like really learn about yourself, study yourself. I'm trying to help like the world as a whole through technology, Aquarius, 11th house things. That's what we put our energy towards, doing something that helps humanity as a whole. And whatever we're doing is going to be individualistic, it's going to be independent, it's going to be innovative, it's going to be eccentric, it's going to be different, weird. Like whatever we're doing is going to have that Aquarius undertone that's very like different. Like, damn, I've never seen that before, I never heard that before. This person is so very like just out there and completely different against the norm. Just work on compromising a little more in your friend group, but we generally like to be the leader in the friendship dynamic. We like to be the type that just wants to win a lot in everything we do, like very competitive in our friendship dynamic, a fun competitive type way, but we could take it overboard sometimes if we're not careful. And then having Venus in the 11th house, Venus, the planet of love and beauty. So to attract a Venus in the 11th house person, understand how important it is to actually have that friendship dynamic set first before they even think about like dating you, before they even think about putting the emotions in. Because having Venus in the 11th house, first of all, y'all are going to attract a lot of different type people, just going to attract a lot of people in general, because you're very charming in the way you communicate, very charming in the way you move, and it's in a house of connections and friends and socializing in a way. So y'all are really great at making friends easy. Y'all are really great at connecting with people easy. So dating y'all could be a little hard for people that don't really understand like why you care about your friends more than relationships. Why you always around your friends so much and not in the house a lot. It's like y'all could really be the type that really loves being around your friends more than like having that emotional connection, emotional relationship. But to get to that emotional connection relationship, understand that Venus and 11th house people need to have that friendship dynamic first. They need to know that y'all could give them space. They are attracted to people that are different and eccentric and just like innovative. Like if you can't have a conversation and bring up new ideas or bring up new topics, you're going to be bored they're going to be bored with you. Venus and 11th house people are going to be bored with a person that cannot like think outside the box, do their own thing, be innovative, give themselves space, have a life outside a relationship. Like they need Aquarius-esque type things in a relationship dynamic. And y'all are going to attract a lot of different type people, innovative type people, eccentric type people. So it's kind of hard for y'all to also like separate platonic relationships with like love in a way, because y'all kind of like put people in categories, have a lot of friendships and all that, and then that's like the first building block. And then from the friendship, that's when it moves up to like closer to like relationships and all that. So keep in mind though, if you're trying to attract one, you want to be the type of person that stands out, that's different, that has your own head on your own shoulders, that really has like your own way of viewing the world, that thinks outside the box, that gives yourself space, very independent. You want to be that type of free spirit to attract the Venus in the 11th house person. And not having a Saturn in the 11th house, you already know Saturn, wherever it goes, it makes it difficult. It makes it hard to master at first. But then as you're working on these things, as Saturn forces you to think about this area in life, it releases its restrictions, and it kind of gives you the abundance after it has given you the restrictions. So having Saturn in the house of friendships and connections and all that, and your innovative thinking and all that. So a lot of times these people, first of all, I wouldn't be surprised if you have like only like 3 or 4 true friends, and like even 3 or 4 is even pushing it. Y'all really take friendships and connecting with people on a very serious manner, and you're gonna attract in this lifetime connections and friendships that last for the long haul, like very mature childhood friends that y'all grew up together, or childhood friends that y'all known each other for years and y'all are still friends to this day. Like I said, you have like only 3 or 4 true core friends that y'all actually call true friends. But at first you'll find it hard to connect with people. You'll find it hard to find friendships and find connections in this lifetime. So a lot of times these people become loners to the max, because Saturn's kind of making them forcing them to be pessimistic on the connections with people, energy. You're going to be attracted to mature type people, to Capricorn-esque type people in your friendship dynamic. Like y'all respect maturity, seriousness. Y'all are very strict and disciplined when it comes to who you give your energy out to, who you give your friendship out to. You don't just call anybody friends. You don't just call anybody pals and good old buds and all that. Y'all actually take things seriously, take things slow to actually move and progress to gain that connection with someone. So Saturn at first is going to make it difficult to find that friendship dynamic group, to find a place that you fit in, to find a group that you feel comfortable in. That's why a lot of y'all really take y'all time and kind of getting in a friendship dynamic. That's why Saturn makes y'all have long drawn out friendships, but only like 2, 3, 4 in this lifetime. Only have like a select few people that you can actually become close with. But as soon as you're working on these things, as soon as you actually work on knowing that, because y'all are really structured and disciplined, so when it comes to your innovative ideas and your mind and the way y'all thinking and when it comes to having a humanitarian idea for the world, y'all could a lot of times keep it to yourself or keep it inside and hide it, or just like, suppress it, even though the world needs to hear what you have to say. The world needs to hear your ideas. The world needs to hear the 11th house energy, because the world needs to change and progress. We can't be stagnant doing the same thing. 11th house energy brings in progression, brings in innovation. So having Saturn here, a lot of times you could suppress your ideas, suppress your innovation, suppress your humanitarian efforts, your humanitarian ideas and all that. Understand that at first it will be difficult because you go through a lot of hardships with your friendship dynamic. But as you're getting older, as you mature, as Saturn comes back around, and as you're actually working hard to not be such a loner that you're actually not expressing your ideas to the world, Saturn will release its restrictions. You actually gain more loyal and close friendships, more of them in this lifetime. I'm not saying you're going to have so many friends and that's it. You're going to have more loyal, stable friendships in this lifetime, because Saturn will give y'all that longevity and friendships that y'all need and y'all deserve. But y'all are looking for maturity. Y'all respect maturity, disciplined people that know what they're doing, know what they want in life. Work on not being too much of a loner, that you're actually not spreading your ideas, spreading your knowledge, spreading your wisdom to people. So like I say, just put your information out there through the internet, so you don't have to like personally be friends with everybody, but you can actually still share your information to the world, because y'all are really innovative and structured and disciplined with the way y'all think about humanitarianism in this world. So keep that in mind. But like I said, at first you might find it hard to actually be in friendships and be in groups and work in groups. So y'all like to being by yourself and being loners. Don't be such a loner that you're actually hiding your gift from the world. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't hide your gift from the world. Actually understand that it will be difficult to gain those connections at first, but you really want to find a way to still share your information, share your knowledge, pour the water down to humanity. That's Aquarius energy. To still pour your information down to humanity. And as you get older, as time goes by, you will realize that your friendship dynamic will grow, your friendship circle will grow, and you have true loyal friends that you can really like ride with for the long haul, for longevity. Saturn is Father Time, so it controls longevity and doing things in a mature, in a mature, disciplined, structured manner. And now having Neptune in the 11th house, now understand that first of all, you will attract very spiritual, very eccentric, you attract people that kind of need healing in a way a lot, or that kind of need your help in a way a lot. So you will find yourself being the type of person that wants to heal people all the time, or wants to heal your friendship group, or people always come to you for advice. People always coming to you to get some energy from you in a way. And when I say get some energy, because you have like a healing factor about yourself. So people might come to you just to like get that healing energy. So with this placement, be very careful of the people that you're around, people that you call friends, because Neptune makes things hard to really pinpoint what's true and what's not, what's real and what's fake. It's illusionary. So you could have like friends that are that say they're this but they're not, that say they're loyal but they're not. You can have friends that you think that they're this way but they're not. It's like a lot of times with your friendship circle and dynamic, it could be hard to really pinpoint the real truth of what's going on. So a lot of times you could find yourself in a group circle that you feel like, in your mind, in your imaginative Neptunian mind, like, oh, these are my friends. This is a good circle to be. I like these people. But then in reality, they're taking advantage of you, or in reality, they're talking behind your back, or in reality, they're doing things that are of the contrary of what you believe in your head. So just keep in mind, though, that you need to surround yourself around people that can actually respect your energy, that can actually not take your energy for granted, because y'all have a really healing factor about yourself in your friendship dynamic. But the plus of this is, as I said before, 11th house is innovative ideas, future thinking, futuristic energy, and Neptune is imagination and things of the outer world. So you have the planet of imagination having these different ideas of these outer worldly ideas in the house of innovation, in the house of future thinking, in the house of doing things progressively in this lifetime. So y'all could have amazing imaginative ideas that help humanity as a whole. So put yourself in positions of creating ideas or doing things for humanity in a more spiritual, healing type of way, and understand how broad and how imaginative and how amazing your imagination is. Adding that into innovation, imagination plus innovation, helping the world in a humanitarian aspect, creating something with your imagination that helps the world innovate and progress. Like, understand how powerful those two energies are, putting that together to create something for humanity in a spiritual, healing way. Just be careful not to put too much of your energy to the wrong people, because a lot of time Neptune will make people around you not be who they say they are, or not seem who they truly are in a way. It'll make them kind of fake in a way to you sometimes if you're not careful, or if you're not aware of who you're keeping around you. But understand your imaginative mind, your imagination plus innovation, putting that together, that's what gives y'all, that's the kind of gift that y'all have for the world. So share your gifts, spread your knowledge, share your healing powers to people, but to the right people, to the right circle group, to the right friend group. And now having Uranus in the 11th house, Uranus likes being here. Uranus is a planet that rules the 11th house. So y'all definitely feel like aliens in this lifetime. When I say aliens, y'all feel like wherever y'all go, you don't really fit in, because it's like automatically your mind goes to, this is what everybody's doing, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go the other way. It's like your mind automatically goes to doing something completely different from the norm. You feel the most comfortable. You feel the most at ease with yourself when you're able to express yourself your own way, your own individualistic way, your own eccentric way. Y'all love freedom. And when it comes to your friendship circle, y'all attract Uranus type people, very weird, eccentric, different type people. You love things that are just unconventional to the max. Aquarius, Uranus rules Aquarius. Uranus rules the 11th house. Uranus in the 11th house, y'all love eccentricity. Y'all love different, unconventional things to the max. So understand that a lot of places where y'all go, y'all will find it hard to fit in, but the more you embrace your individuality, and me saying this, I don't even have to say this to y'all, because y'all automatically just embrace your weirdness already, because y'all love just being different. But the more you embrace your individuality, the more you embrace your weirdness, the more you embrace your eccentricity, that's what gives y'all the most blessings in this lifetime. That's what gives y'all the most at ease. That's what makes y'all feel the most at ease within yourself. Y'all are extremely different, extremely eccentric. And your ideas y'all come up with are extremely different, extremely eccentric. So like I say, I'm going to say this to almost all the planets in 11th house. y'all have to spread your ideas to humanity because y'all have a way of thinking that is completely different. Everybody else is doing the same thing, and then the 11th house person comes up and like, nah, I'm gonna do it this way, completely different, eccentric, progressive, and humanitarian-esque to help the world, and this is how it's gonna be. And like, y'all bring up these completely different ideas that help the world. So keep that in mind, that you want to actually share your knowledge, share your information. But generally, all in all, Uranus, 11th house people, y'all love being different and eccentric. And your friend group, you can have friends that come and go like left and right, because Uranus does things in a sporadic, spontaneous way. So y'all can have friendship group dynamics that come and go, that sporadically change up and down, different type people. But y'all love being different and eccentric. Y'all love being independent, standing up for a cause that is against the norm, that is against being conventional. Y'all the most unconventional people in this 11th house placement. And now having Pluto in the 11th house, Pluto is a planet that rules Scorpio. Pluto is a planet of transformation and intensity. So when it comes to y'all friendship dynamic, y'all have an emotional, intense, like passionate relationship with your friendship group. Y'all the type that take friendships very, very seriously. Not on a Saturn in 11th house way, as in structured and like, very disciplined, organized, but seriously as in an obsessive, intense, emotional way that y'all view friendship dynamics. So y'all are extremely loyal to the friends you're around, and you expect that loyalty back big time. So understand that y'all kind of can get hurt easy because y'all expect everybody to be as loyal as you. You expect everybody to be as real as you, to be as true as you, to be as honest as you. But a lot of times people in this world are not really on that wave like that. Plus, having Pluto in the house of friendships and connections, y'all can go through transformations when it comes to dealing with people in a friendship dynamic. Y'all can find yourself just changing drastically when you're in different groups of people. So understand that finding your soul family, finding your soul group to actually have a true loyal relationship with is very important to y'all in this lifetime. Y'all need to know that, all right, so if I'm trusting y'all, if I'm calling you my friend, like, you're gonna have that loyalty back, and we're gonna be in this for the long haul. And you want things to be real and true, and not on the surface. You want things to be real and true beneath the surface, like really deep connections and friendship dynamics. So y'all really love having those long, important friendships. So because of y'all take things so seriously and the world really doesn't, you could find yourself being alone a lot, being by yourself a lot, being like a loner type person, because you just take things so seriously and people don't do that. So it's like, all right, so I'm not even gonna mess with nobody like that. I'm gonna keep continuing on my thing, keep focusing intensely on how to help humanity as a whole. So understand that you have a really strong need, a really strong Plutonian intense need to help humanity as a whole. Y'all have a need to have an emotional, deep, passionate bond with your friendship group, with your friendship dynamics. Y'all really take friendships very, very seriously. Y'all expect loyalty big time. So because these people are very loyal, you expect the same thing from, because Pluto and 11th house people are very loyal, they expect the same thing from you if you're trying to be friends with them. So keep that in mind. And now having Jupiter in the 11th house, Jupiter, everywhere Jupiter goes, it expands it, makes it bigger, it makes it more abundant, gives it more blessings. So having Jupiter here, first of all, I'll say that if y'all are traveling, that's where y'all get the most abundance and blessings with your connections and friendships. It's like y'all actually work better in groups. Y'all actually gain more abundance in groups when you're actually with people and actually have like-minded people around you. So having like-minded people, having people that are actually abundant with what they're doing, and you adding on to your energy to them, and having like an abundant group circle, abundant friend circle. Y'all love being around people that are joyous, bigger than life, optimistic. Y'all just love people that love life like y'all love life. And y'all love life in a way that's very individualistic and very eccentric, in the way your philosophy in life is being able to be independent, being able to express yourself in a eccentric way, being able to be just like yourself. That's what your philosophy is in this lifetime. But traveling, you can attract people of different cultures, different countries. Like y'all could gain a lot of friends easy in this lifetime, because Jupiter just makes everything expansive and big and grand. So traveling is the best thing for y'all to do to gain abundance in this lifetime, to gain friendships, to gain connections. Y'all are really attracted to people that are different and eccentric in a multicultural way too. But your philosophy in this lifetime is gonna be, humanitarianism. Y'all just love joyous people, bigger than life people. Y'all can have friends that laugh loud as hell, that are very just really in your face in a big, optimistic kind of way. So keep that in mind. and now having an 11th house stellium in this lifetime, living in the age of Aquarius. So now this is what this means for y'all. Understand that y'all have to share your knowledge to the world. This is what this technology is here for. This is what living in the age of Aquarius is here for. Connecting with people through technology, connecting with people with innovative ideas. So understand that the way y'all think, the way that y'all view yourselves, the way that y'all think about life, the way that y'all think about humanity as a whole, the way that you can detach yourself from interpersonal relationships to look at the world as a whole, to see everything from a bird's eye view, to actually see problems, trying to fix problems in an innovative, different way, is y'all gift in this lifetime. So actually share your information to the world. Embrace your individuality. Embrace your weirdness. Y'all have to be different. Listen, yo, the world needs people that are different and eccentric and innovative. The world cannot keep staying with the same old traditions, the same old things. Like, understand how important 11th house people are to this world, because your ideas is going to change the world. So keep spreading your knowledge, keep accepting yourself, being different and eccentric, keep embracing your individuality, keep being yourself, and keep having the like-minded people around you to kind of help you with your cause. But y'all like to attach yourself to groups that help you fight a cause. Y'all are really type that loves to fight a cause for humanity. So 11th house stellium people, embrace your individuality, share your knowledge, share your information, share your research, share your innovative ideas. Use your mind to help the world as a whole. Understand how important y'all are. So years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, I want y'all to make something that will help the world. Basically, like, understand how important that having an innovative ideas to an ever-changing world, to ever-progressing world is important for y'all. So keep sharing your knowledge, keep being individualistic, keep loving yourself as the weird, individualistic, eccentric person you are, and you will attract so many different type people. You will attract so many different type experiences in this lifetime, and you will help humanity as a whole. We are here, I said we, y'all are here, 11th house stellium people, to help humanity as a whole through your ideas, through your innovations, just through your mind, and through the way y'all think, through y'all being so different and eccentric. But your emphasis in this lifetime is going to be to your friendship groups, to your connections, to your humanitarianism, to your individuality, and to your being able to express yourself the way y'all want to in a completely unconventional way. Y'all are extremely unconventional people in everything that y'all do. So embrace that and accept that you are very different and eccentric, and put people on to your information, put people on to your innovative ideas, put people on to your vision, to your innovative visions, and to your imagination, and to everything that's different and eccentric. Put people onto that, because that's what helps the world as a whole progress in this lifetime. So that was my video on the 11th house planets. Hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be my last video of this series. It's going to talk about the 12th house, and you already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real. If you haven't subscribed yet though, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'ma see all y'all when I see y'all.